All right, welcome back, people, to No Decorum. I'm AJ.
I'm Daniel.
And today, we're going to change our worst person of the week to...
Dumbest person of the week? So, when Texas sends people to Congress, they're not sending their best, all right? And the prime example is Louie Gohmert.
Or Looney.
Well, AJ, I'm trying to be polite, but yeah, Louie Gohmert, synonymous. I think something happened this week, right?
Yeah, I mean, he was asking questions from a person from Forest Service.
Right.
And he asked a very serious question.
Maybe the most serious question.
It probably was. I mean, he thought he was genius.
From what's been testified to the Forest Service and the BLM, you want very much to work on the issue of climate change. I was informed by the immediate past director of NASA that they have found that the moon's orbit is changing slightly, and so is the Earth's orbit around the sun. We know there's been significant solar flare activity. And so is there anything that the National Forest Service or BLM can do to change the course of the moon's orbit or the Earth's orbit around the sun? Obviously, that would have profound effects on our climate.
I would have to follow up with you on that one, Mr. Gohmert.
Yeah. Well, if you figure out a way that you in the Forest Service can make that change, I'd like to know.
For asking something like that.
And just so we're here, what committee is this? It was a committee hearing, right? It was like do we know? The House Natural Resources Committee. And so he was asking for solutions, right?
Yeah. He was really concerned about, climate change.
Yeah. Although he normally is not concerned about climate change.
Usually they're not. I mean, he belongs to a party where climate change they deny climate change.
Yeah, it's a myth.
Yeah.
Okay.
All these are just things that, they want us to be afraid of. These things are not happening, actually.
It's a liberal fantasy.
Yeah.
So he was asking for suggestions, and he actually suggested something pretty interesting that I hadn't heard before.
Actually, nobody has.
Yeah. With good reason, but yeah, nobody has. So he wanted to change the...
Well, he said in the past, NASA has come out and said that, moon orbit is changing.
Mm-hmm, right.
So he was really concerned that, moon may one day come and hit his house or something.
It's a real concern. I mean, they don't have moon insurance,
Yeah.
so it'll, you could lose everything. He's not wrong, AJ.
So he said he asked, if Forest Service or, BLM, which is Bureau of Land Management, can do something about it. Maybe change the orbit of the Earth or the sun.
Or the moon.
Or
the moon. Yeah,
or the moon.
Yeah. And I think it's pretty reasonable. We've come a long way with science and technology.
I mean, it is 21st century. I mean, we can send rockets. Why can't we change the orbit?
Exactly. Yeah. Well, I think he was kind of mocked and ridiculed on for some reason by some trolls on the internet. You know what? I think he made it was a very valid question.
I think it was. I mean, it was a very smart question. I mean, we should look into all these things. Why can't we do these things now?
I don't see any reason why we can't.
Yeah.
I think.
I mean, although they do have somebody they talk to on a weekly basis, they go to this place called church.
Well, AJ, can't concern himself with those kind of affairs.
I mean, they can go there and pray, ask God to change the tree.
Yeah,
why was he asking land management?
God created things. He's not going to move things around now. If you create something perfect, you're not going to fix it. Can't be fixed. It's perfect the way it is.
Well,
So that's all I'm saying. Yeah.
I mean, it's an idea.
It is an idea. It's an option. Yeah. Look, it's one idea among many.
Yeah.
Changing the orbit of the moon and the Earth. That's one idea. Obviously, reducing carbon emissions is another idea. And
That's too. I mean, then you're hurting people like ExxonMobil.
yeah.
I mean,
Well,
and Chevron. I mean,
yeah,
these people need. I mean, jobs.
they need jobs and
Yeah.
yachts and large houses and vacation spots. But yeah, exactly right. Anyway, I want to take my hat off to Representative Gohmert for such a great idea, innovative idea. If not,
Did he provide any suggestions? I'm not sure if he did or not. Did he provide like maybe the Forest Service or Bureau of Land Management can use a stick or nuclear bomb?
no.
No?
He's not really an idea guy.
No.
He's more of a
Do we have a long enough stick that we can just push this?
jab at it.
Yeah.
We just need to put a magnet there and a magnet here.
Or
and
maybe they
repel
can
it.
grow magnet trees now.
That's something that we could ask Monsanto about.
Yeah.
They could probably.
Maybe put a giant magnet somewhere.
But in all seriousness, yeah, it was a stupid idea, and I don't know if he knows that or not, but he did later on talk about his SAT scores.
He
Said
did?
People would be shocked if they could see his SAT scores.
Why would they be shocked, man?
Well, that he actually got into college with those scores. That's the shock value there. But I think so. The representative from the Forestry Service said, "I'll follow up on that one. I'll get back to you."
With a smile.
Instead of saying the obvious, that's a ridiculous question. Next. So then anyway.
I think that was her in the back of her mind. I don't think she could say that to him.
I'm not sure why they can't say that.
I know. I mean, they should. I mean, they should say this. This is the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, you're an elected member of Congress. Excuse yourself.
Were you thinking when you were saying that? I mean, did it even cross your mind?
Thinking, what's that?
Yeah. Yeah, really.
Yeah, but for those
What is
reasons,
that?
he's the dumbest person of the week.
So
I think well earned distinction.
I think so. I mean, I think he deserves it.
Congratulations, Representative Gohmert.
And we'll pick it up next week again.
All right, sounds good.